That's Golden Bubbles performing live on Off the Record. Thanks for coming in.
For certain.
Thank you guys for asking
Fantastic.
us.
Yeah, this is the best.
So I just have a few questions for you guys.
Shoot.
Your album 72 came out earlier this year, and I heard that that's about Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian's 72-day marriage.
Failed marriage.
Yes. Can you talk a little bit about that? Or
Yeah, it was like we figured that like Chris Humphries got like dumped publicly. And so he's like he's like the everyman. He's like, for all guys going through a little bit of heartbreak, Chris Humphries is like he's like the patron
And he was
saint.
like the
patron saint of getting dumped.
Yeah. And he's from Minnesota. Christopher's in the same grade as him, and we used to always I remember reading his like prep thing. Remember the best teams? Of the year?
Yeah.
I remember seeing this, and then I remember knowing him back then, and we kind of followed his career, and then
we followed his career, and then we started a couple years ago putting together some disco tracks to serenade.
Yeah.
Memories.
It's completely literal.
Awesome. And so you guys are on a record label in Japan?
That is not true.
That's not
No,
true.
I'm just kidding.
Take us back.
No, we're just kidding. There's a longer story there, but technically speaking, we are on.
There is a really long, interesting story.
There's a really long, interesting story, and it involves a record label in Japan, and we may have released a compilation. We were on a compilation disc for the tsunami.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we did get an album release. So it's like in the Best Buy equivalent of Tokyo, right, Leo?
It was it was HMV or something. I don't know. I remember. I think that somebody did call and tell me they saw a record there.
That's pretty awesome.
And maybe someday it might happen again, Fuji.
Bring us over, Fuji.
So, do you want to just maybe talk a little bit about the shows you have coming up in the next few weeks?
Yeah, we're playing a house party New Year's Eve, and all are invited.
All are invited.
Yes, as long as you're relatively normal and can interact with other people.
We're very
It's gonna be.
If you're socially normal.
There's details
you're invited.
online. And you should come to that.
You can't. Oh, all right.
Oh no, you can't. Never.
Godly, we had a whole list of things we couldn't do, and you blew it. We also have a show coming up at February 2nd at 331, and that will be open to the public.
Awesome. Cool. And you can find out more details about those shows online. Should we get back into a few more songs?
Yeah. This song is called "Moving Day." In terms of the trajectory of the album, this is when Chris Humphries realizes he's gonna have to leave his sweet pad and go back home.
This is when this is the part where they're meeting each other right before he grabs his stuff.
Yeah, and she's they're saying their goodbyes in the middle of their swanky apartment.
It's Golden.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Golden Bubbles on Off the Record.